Hello beautiful people of the internet, welcome back to my channel where we discuss anything and everything to do with fashion, and today I'm going to give you my top 10 winter fashion favorites, the functional edition. First on my list is going to be scarves, and this is probably on everybody's list, but not only can you get them in varying weights that are good for varying degrees of winter weather, but you can get a style and cut and pattern for pretty much any fashion genre under the sun, which is pretty good considering that these are basically at their mere essence rectangular, square, or triangular pieces of fabric. Next on the list are convertible mittens, and they are here because I view them as the perfect combination of mittens and gloves. While mittens are really good at keeping your fingers warm, they're absolutely horrendous garbage even at allowing you to use your fingers for anything that requires even the tiniest bit of dexterity. Gloves are good at allowing you to use your fingers. However, they are terrible at keeping your fingers warm. For convertible mittens, they're keeping your hands warm, and then whenever you need to go and do something with your fingers, you quickly open them up, do what you need to do, and then close them again. It's perfect. It's amazing. Thermal socks are definitely a must for winter temperatures. So sometimes they will be bulky, but it depends on like what type of sock you're getting and what temperature range they are rated for. I would not, especially in a Canadian winter, once it gets really cold, actually go out the house without thermal socks, because you're going to be outside walking maybe for a long time, and then all of a sudden you slowly feel a sensation just in your toes. And it's not the type of sensation where it's like, oh, I feel my toes. It's the type of sensation where it's, I feel my toes because they are slowly dying and they're going to fall off. So keep your feet warm, because if you keep your feet warm, you'll keep the rest of you warm and you'll be not miserable when you go outside in winter. So as someone who has experienced 30 plus years of Canadian winters, even though we choose to torture ourselves by going outside in running shoes instead of boots, I'm just gonna say don't do as we do as we say, and get yourself a pair of proper winter boots. Because if you have to walk any amount of distance in snow, and if you accidentally step in slush, your feet are gonna be wet, you're gonna be miserable, and you might potentially even get yourself sick or have your foot fall off. I'm gonna have a line where I itch. Beret is so itchy, but I don't want to take it off. Next is a good toque or any kind of winter hat, and while they will ruin good hair days, they are amazing at keeping heat in, because I think a lot of heat escapes from your head. For me, there's a few different areas where if they get cold, my whole body is cold no matter what, and that is my feet, my hands, and my ears. So any hat that covers my ears is amazing to me and will just keep me warm even if I'm not wearing fully winter weather appropriate clothing. Also, if you have a bad hair day and you just don't want to deal with it, and you're in a place or going to a place where you're going to be able to wear the hat the entire time, nobody's going to know that you have a bad hair day. So extra win, right? So itchy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear this wig and hat get up for the rest of the night. Next is something that it's not really a item that you will see. It's not an accessory in the sense that it adds to your style or anything. It's just a really good to have in those cold weather conditions, but they are pocket warmers. You know, the ones where you like take them out, shake them, or you crack them, do whatever you need to do to them, and then they heat up and they keep your pocket warm. A must-have, especially on those really cold winter days. Maybe you didn't think it was going to be that cold, but then you wore the wrong pair of gloves or something, and you just want to keep your hands warm. You take those out, activate them, shove them in your pockets, shove your hands in the pockets, and then suddenly everything is good and you're comfortable. What's the matter? You usually like to sit down and sleep for hours. Are you too hot? Are you too hot? Do you not have enough space? I don't know what's wrong with him. He's grumpy. So for those of us who cannot give up skirts or dresses in winter, this is a must-have staple in your winter wardrobe. And they are fleece-lined leggings. You can put them on underneath of your tights. They keep your legs warm, and they confuse people because people are probably going to be like, that girl is crazy for committing to tights in winter where her legs are going to freeze off. But it's like, joke's on you, because I'm wearing fleece-lined leggings underneath of my tights. When you're looking to keep yourself warm, but you're not looking to add a lot of bulk, I would say getting yourself a thermal turtleneck or a thermal shirt. I purchased 2 heat tech shirts. One is a turtleneck and one is a regular shirt from Uniqlo this year. And the turtleneck, she's warm. She's really warm, and she's not bulky, even though it's like the extra warm. Heat tech, definitely great if you don't want to be adding tons and tons of layers to your outfit. Okay, so these, I'm going to say, if you want to preserve your hairdo, are the best option. And these are earmuffs, because you're going to be able to keep your hairstyle relatively preserved within reason. Like, there's obviously going to be a headband involved if you want a cute stylish one. My fiance and I, we went out. I can't remember even where it was, but we found these like ear bags that you could just put over your ears, but they're not cute or stylish, so I didn't want to include them. But now he's legitimately considering purchasing them for himself. So if you are okay with the idea of like ear bags and how they look, go for those, because then you're never going to ruin your hair. But if you are style conscious and you want a pair of earmuffs that are gonna look good, maybe opt for something that has a little bit more style involved. Definitely, anytime you want to keep your ears warm without ruining your hair, this is a must-have. Alright, and this last one is for any of those girls that like to do protective styling, especially in the winter, or if you just can't be bothered to deal with your own hair. Wigs are a great option, and I like to wear them more so in winter because they protect your hair from the elements, and a bonus is they will trap heat just like a hat. Those are my 10 things that I cannot live without in winter. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello, Post View crew. I've got another question for you. What is something during the winter time that you just cannot live without? So for me, you've heard my top 10 things that I definitely like to have during the winter months. I'd say the one at the very top of my list that isn't on this list because it was more to do with accessories would be my wonderful parka. When it's really cold outside, I cannot live without it. It has double zips and it's super warm, so that's my absolutely must-have. I just didn't want to have it on this list because it was a bit repetitive, and I feel like everyone's going to talk about a winter coat, but some of the other things they might not talk about. So yeah, what's something that you can't live without in winter? Let me know down below, and it's great talking to you guys as always. Take care. Bye now.